So we will be bringing you mixed doubles up next. Jiting of China with Du Yu takes on Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith of England as the 7th seeds. This is where we are in the draw, and you can see, well, they are looming close, aren't they? Wang and Huang, the 2nd seeds from China, because of course they won the HSBC World Tour finals back in December, so they will be full of confidence, and well, that will be the quarter-final opponents of whoever should come through our little section that we'll be bringing you next. Of course, Go and Lei of Malaysia also in form up above, so a lot of work to do, as always, in the Yonex All England Open. Every round is tough. You can take nothing for granted, but of course, generous spoils to play for, and who will it be on Sunday that trousers the generous checks and the trophies and what have you? But our players making their way. They've been marooned back of house for a while, but now they're let loose and desperate to begin their title bids. So there's Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith walking on behind their Chinese opponents today. It's a match from the bottom of the draw, and these two the 7th seeds, world number 12s currently. Smith. 7 wins, 4 losses this year for these two.
Okay, how do you think? This is black, and this is red.
See if we can listen in
black
to
for
the
you.
Point toss.
Black. You said?
Yeah.
Lauren serve, okay. How do you think to receive?
Yeah.
Here? Okay.
So the English duo electing to serve. Lauren Smith winning the toss. I can tell you they've won 4 titles over the last 12 months. There's Lauren, 27 years old. As we said, ranked up 12th. And all 4 players, incidentally, playing in their same-sex events as well. Born in Carlisle, of course. And have been as high as 7 in the world with Marcus Ellis, her partner. But, he's going to be busy as well in his own discipline as well. 29 years old, just 2 years older than his partner. Huddersfield born, a northerner. But, well, can they hoist that ranking up? Just 5 points shy of that heady top 10 spot at number 7 in the world. This is where it all begins for them. It's these kind of big Super 1000 level events, of which there's only 3, of course, where these players want to really go deep. Their opponents, Du Yu, 21 years old, currently ranked 13 in the world from Hubei in China. Has been as high as 8 in the world with Jiting, her partner. A pair of 21-year-olds, these two. He's the same age, from Fujian province. Won 2, lost 2 this year. But they won the Korean Open, a couple of semi-final showings as well. The Fuzhou China Open and New Zealand Open as well. Plus 4 more quarter-final showings for these two. So, yeah, confirmation there. It's the first meeting between these 2 pairs. So they'll have watched footage. They'll have been speaking in depth with their coaches on tactical ploys. There's no doubting that. They all do their homework, these guys. So much at stake. Why wouldn't you? And our French umpire in the chair.
Ready to play.
Our service judge as well, presiding over this one. So it's China against England, a first meeting. So she will be very confident, Du Yu. She's at world rank 10th in women's doubles as well, the Chinese lady. They won the women's doubles at the German Open. Herself and Li, her partner, took out the 4th seeds, Grezia Polly and Apriani Raheyu in the quarterfinals. Fukushima and Hirota in the semis, and then Matsutomo and Takahashi in the final. So Du Yu is particularly confident, in rampant form, but of course that has to now transcend into mixed doubles as well, doesn't it? So let's see what she's bringing, the player on the top right of your picture.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so mixed doubles first round action just about to get underway.
And Du Yu, China.
An Anglo-Chinese clash featuring the 7th seeds.
And on my left, Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith, England.
Limbering up. Last minute preparation. Lauren Smith to serve to get us underway.
Lauren Smith to serve to He Jiting.
He Jiting and Du Yu,
China.
China.
Play.
Wow, if that's anything to go by, we're in for a treat. What an opening rally that was. Great turnaround from the English tandem. Wow, a real statement of intent there from Ellis and Smith.
Service over, 1-0. Service over.
Yeah, they won the Canadian Open, the Dutch Open, Saarloorlooks Open, the Scottish Open as well in their 4 titles over the last 12 months, Ellis and Smith. Glimpse of Anthony Clark. Coaches. The English duo. Super cross net from He Jiting. Really opened up the court right there. Look at that, deceptive as well. That was telling in that rally.
Service over. 3-2.
This is a compelling watch already, right from the off. Some really riveting rallies.
Service over.
So easy to overpress, isn't it? Just try that little bit too hard. All of these players want to win so badly. It's what they train every day for, multiple times.
Service over.
You've got to trust yourself, back yourself, learn to relax under the heat of competition and these kind of big stages, media spotlight burning down brightly. You've got to find ways of bringing your best. Not always easy. Well, she spent a lot of time around the net, as Lauren Smith, with her coach, Anthony Clark. He was telling me a few weeks or so ago that she really has put in the hard yards around that net and sharpened her game up. And really honed her skills well in that regard. She's not short of power either, but just getting the blend ever so slightly wrong. But good to see her looking so proactive from the off here, Lauren Smith. Looking to intervene and get involved. That's all positive signs for the English pairing. Oh, that's brilliant. Lauren Smith there with a great interception. That was timely.
Service over. 5-all.
They like it, don't they? They want more of the same. Bold and insistent there. There's Jiting. Got the bit between his teeth and he wasn't going to give the momentum back. Well, this is certainly a very, very tight start to the opening game here. Oh, we thought, we kind of anticipated this, didn't we? You know, just the one spot between them on the world rankings with these, the blue team, if you will, just that spot ahead, world ranked 12th against the world number 13s. Both teams have breached the top 10 prior to this last year, both very much on form. Ellis and Smith, of course, contesting the HSBC World Tour finals. They were unable to emerge through a very strong Group A. Won the Scottish Open to clinch the 8th spot in that tournament. Also won the European bronze medal and Commonwealth Games silver medal as well, have Ellis and Smith in their endeavour over the years.
Service over. 7-8.
But this, one of the big ones, the All England Open. Every player wants to do well here. There's no denying that. Super sharp from Jiting.
Service over. 9-7.
Twinning nicely to gain the upper hand, the Chinese, by 2 points.
Fault. 10-7.
Now, they had 4 quarterfinal showings over the last 12 months, these two. One of them in the China Open. They lost the world number 1, Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong, for the title. 24-minute match it was.
Service over.
Also lost
8
last week at the German
10.
Open quarterfinals to Malaysia's Goan Lei in 45 minutes.
8-10.
So a very tight opening game in this first round mixed doubles. Oh, super cross block from He Jiting to head to the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage. 11-8, the Chinese pairing break to the front after 9 minutes played.
Court 1, 26.
Okay, and this basic stuff just in front when you work in big corners, just to pace out. Yeah? Okay, come on, let's go. Up again.
Coach.
So it's been a cagey
8.
opening game, this one. Not a lot between these two, certainly nothing on the world ranking list at the moment, just the one solitary spot. And it's been that way, the unfolding of this first game.
12-8.
21-year-olds very, very sharp from China.
$13-8. Service over. Return the shuttle. 9-13.
Really mixing up the play nicely now, the Chinese. They seem to have grown in confidence and almost shifted to a different gear. You sense it's been really a dominant display over the last 5 or so points. Really starting to pull away a little here, looking very, very focused, as indeed are all 4 players. Well done.
Service over.
Kept his cool.
10-14.
Very subtle from Marcus Ellis there, but he got the job done. Du Yu so deadly in the front court in that attacking formation. She is really, really starting to take ownership up there of that net.
10. Service over. 11-15.
Now, can they build from this kind of shot? Ellis strong-arming his way through that point. Well, it was just wide in the end. It's a wonderful cross block there from Lauren Smith to turn that point around, but then Du Yu with the upper hand just spilling wide of the point, a little too generous with the angle, just missing the sideline, but we've challenged. Going upstairs to have a look to get the call confirmed. Let's take a look. Did she find the back edge of the line? You've got to love the suspense of Hawkeye. Here we go, let's take a look. Oh, she has. What a great challenge that was from the eagle-eyed Du Yu.
Correction in. Service over. 16-11. Play.
Just spreading the court that little bit better at the moment, a little bit more inventive and creative with the way they're playing their trade, and some would argue just a little bit higher percentage as well, these two. She's very confident up at net after that
18-11
showing in women's doubles. Full of it, Du Yu. Spreading their attack lines nicely and causing real confusion in the camp of Ellis and Smith. Understandably, it's been a real barrage that the English tandem have been up against here.
Service over. 12-19.
Well, pretty sure that's a string break. You could hear it instantly. Just rendering the smash uncontrollable in the end here for Marcus Ellis. That's a real shame.
Marcus.
Just pinging the rackets together there to perhaps get the tighter string bed to render a little more control. Who knows? It's all personal preference, isn't it? The looser string bed will give a little bit more power. And, down to the preference of the athlete.
10 points. 12.
So work to do for Ellis and Smith here, right up against it. It's 8 game point opportunities for her and Du.
Game.
Super play, 21-12. He Zhiting and Du Yu, the world number 13s from China, secure the opening game after 17 minutes played. Coach Julian Robertson. Who can he advise?
Yeah, and we were doing some right stuff at the beginning, so don't question your plan. You're doing some good stuff, all right? Just settle down, just settle down and keep that time in between so you give yourself time to prepare for the next rally. All right? Okay. Blocking off well, get up the front court, take it on. Marcus, keep using your speed. We know we're going to have to do some work, all right? Just keep mixing it up from the back. Yep, get it up from the back. Yeah, just let's get it.
Mix it up.
Yeah, but I think if we get this, we've got to be moving fast so we can dictate that rally. Yeah, so we've got to be moving fast so we can do it. They will play into our hands if we're moving and we're taking steps.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1.
Well, it's all about taking it on, suggests Julian Robertson, being a bit more proactive in attack. Moving a little bit faster for the English duo, Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith. they've got their work cut out because these two Chinese are rampant from the off here. That was a very decisive opening game towards the back end.
Second game.
Jiting and Du Yu just about to recommence.
Level
game 2 here.
Play.
Du Yu doing so well there to get the shuttle down low and just rushing Lauren Smith into error, making a panic. Didn't have a lot of pace on that shot, but it was just so accurate. Just teased out an error from Lauren. She is razor sharp at the moment. Confidence so fickle in sport, isn't it? So difficult to come by. Oh, that's deceptive as well. The flick serve there from Du Yu, who is just absolutely in the zone. Well done. The blur of blue there, twinning nicely together, the English team. Now, will that buoy them and just manage to find the next level? You sense they have to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more fleet of foot as well. Because these two are just very, very positive and industrious.
3-1.
Once they get that attack, they don't yield.
Four, 1. Five, 1. Service over.
Well, you sense they'll be practicing with Zheng and Huang back home. And, well, either way, they seem to emulate their compatriots very, very well with their level of performance. It's been high-level badminton from He and Du so far in this one.
Service over.
So good at changing the angles and speeds, and there's a lot of variety in their game as well. It's not just all-out attack, it's very subtle the way they open the court, and of course it just is rendering no rhythm to Ellis and Smith, who are right up against it.
Service over. 3-6.
Super point from the two in blue.
China. Service over. 7-4.
Reckon on this kind of showing that these two would prove quite a handful should they emerge through this and go on to the quarterfinals. They're where they may meet Wang Yuyu and Huang Dongping.
8-4.
The second seed. It's all projections, of course, but looking good in that regard. It's been very purposeful, their demeanour today and their disposition on court. Very businesslike.
Service over. 5-8.
Well done. Generous applause for that point. Well, it's a must-win game for Ellis Smith to survive and hold on. They somehow need to dampen down the spirits of the Chinese, who have just been menacing throughout. Well done.
8-all.
So parity in game two. That'll delight the English. Ellis again, muscling through. Another power smash put away. That's a beautiful straight block from the backhand of Lauren Smith.
9-8.
They're starting to build a nice little momentum bubble right now. Clarkey, vocal and clapping as loudly as he can at the back of the court, just to try to build that energy for his charges. Unable to turn that one around. The Chinese staying on the front foot throughout, and Du Yu having the last laugh there.
9-0.
Titleist in women's doubles in the German Open. Very recently, she has been menacing, kind of owning the court, really. Playing very, very well in that front court. Dictatorial from the off and not letting up. There's real clarity and self-trust in her performance all match. Oh, nice try.
10-9.
Solid in defence as well, weren't they, these two? You do sense that Ellis and Smith have brought more energy. They've relaxed into it now and they're free-flowing. They engineer something special to get to the turn with their noses in front. Yes, they can, suggests Lauren Smith. Have some of that. What a super return of serve. Pouncing all over that one. Deadlock. Game two. Good lead from Marcus Ellis. Thought about hitting it.
Service over.
Well done. So Du Yu it is.
11-10. Interval.
The Chinese contingent lead in game two, very narrowly after 11 minutes, 11 points to 10.
他都是不在他自己怼，他可能会像我一样。
Much better in 10, yeah? We're 11-10 now. Yeah, let's just make the first move. We take initiative now, right? Anything we get, we're first movers, all right? Make it happen for us.
Come on then. Got our way back in, yeah?
Yeah. 11-10.
Nervous moments for English fans watching this one, just willing Ellis and Smith through a very, very tough opening round clash here. That's a good lead.
Service over.
Coach Julian Robertson coming on.
11-all.
Change, just sort of saying, you know, be proactive, take the initiative, make things happen. You do sense they've got to be very, very positive in their outlook from now on in. It's a terrific return of serve from He Jiting.
Service over. 12-11.
Saw this so quickly. And just rifled it flat and hard towards Marcus Ellis. The young Chinese challenge buckling under that point, though.
12-all.
Super return this time from Lauren Smith. And a guttural roar of approval immediately afterwards. Super play, back-to-back points. Lauren Smith, the instigator, on the front foot,
13,
doing her job
12.
very, very well right now. This is extremely positive. Look at that. Well done. Chinese coach aware that his players, just 21 years of age, both of them, not as experienced.
Out. Service over.
In terms of longevity on tour as
13
to English.
all.
Could pay a heavy price for that one, though, Lauren. Oh, they are so sprightly and fleet-footed. Thought the cross block off the backhand from Ellis was unbelievable to find the hole on the court, but still, look at it. This one here. Thought the point was turned around. But look at that for a retrieval, an ability to neutralise and then get on the front foot. There's your Ting, take a bow there. That was something special. Oh, well done. So decisive, Marcus Ellis. Great elastic athleticism there, just springing up to maximum height. Let's see it again. Look at this. Thundering that one down decisively. Now, will that be the telling factor? Still got a lot of work to do here to stay afloat in this tough opening round encounter. Super straight block from Lauren Smith.
15-14.
Shuttle sunk nicely underneath the tape. Look at that. Do you? An unusual, uncharacteristic error from her. They're roaring now, these two.
16-14.
Mixing it up to get on the attack, blocking well, moving fast. Responding to the man on the right who came on court, Julian Robertson, and asked for exactly that earlier. Can they continue in that vein against these two excellent mixed doubles players from China?
17.
Starting to find the difference
14.
that makes the difference, though, right now. The English duo. Very nice. It's been a mesmerising second game, this one. Oh, that is nice.
Service over.
So deceptive.
15,
so tough
17.
to read. Let's see it again. Got great height on that one. Terrific athleticism from He Jiting. Coach liked it too. Now, how will they respond to being a couple of points down? Well, given the situation, the hesitancy near the back line there, I thought Marcus Ellis did so well to almost turn that around, but denied in the end. So that's two consecutive points for R32 now, who seem to be revived.
Perfect. Perfect. Change.
Anthony Clark there. It meant so much, that one. That was a real wounder, wasn't it?
16, 17.
More drops from the magic bottle of excellence from Smith and Ellis. They'll need it right now, you sense. And on cue, Lauren Smith delivers with a super return point.
18, 16.
So bold and domineering. That was cavalier. There she is again.
Over. 17,
She
18.
has played brilliantly and consistently brilliantly all match, hasn't she? Do you, the silent assassin around the net. Ah, that's a brilliant shot from He Jiting right into the
18,
armpit of Lauren Smith, you sense, who was just tangled, unable to do anything with that. Deadlock again in this tight second game.
$19, 18.
3 Chinese points in a row. 2 points away from round 2. Not so far, says Marcus Ellis. Take that. We're the 7th seeds. Have some of this.
19,
Oh, they've done it. Really well played. What a point from both teams. Upping the movement intensity
20,
to the max. All 4 players.
19.
Du Yu denied in the end by some oncoming buckling pace from a rampant Marcus Ellis around the net. So, game point to bring parity to this match. strong-arming their way through. Ellis and Smith, to generous applause, have detained
Second
her
game
and Du,
won by
and we will be
Marcus
treated
Ellis
to
and
a
Lauren
third
Smith,
and deciding game
21-19.
after the change of ends. Don't
One
go
game more.
anywhere. This one has caught a light.
Great response. Great response.
Yeah.
Active. Yeah, when you're at the front. Big decision when you're going forwards. It's hard for them. Yeah, taking initiative makes her job a lot easier. All right, keep pressing up so we're dictating the game. All right, when we have initiative and we're in control, they're sitting back now because we're doing the right stuff. The gaps are coming and we're starting to be more threatening in attack.
Key to get him
Okay.
moving, definitely.
Really good.
Then we're
Great
creating the
response.
opportunity for us to get the attack by like moving him.
Yeah.
Seems like out of position a lot.
Yeah.
And when you get that length, you'll see him. If he encroaches, put it in front. He's not doing anything. All right. I need you to flicker her a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think on the first one, let's not hit too soon.
推力抽到最之后的档，对就上去了，这个时候他就节奏就没有那么顺，好不好？对，你们老是给他掉点力拍，你们老是给他调整好了，他发力了，他注意连贯了，你再去防，在他第一拍控制你的时候，你就要给他别给他连贯，对吧？实际上还是可以，就球稍微平一点。你现在有点准备的慢，就导致这样往前。我在前面顶他，我不一定很重，给他女的推压发力啊。你挡出去长一点，他推压不耐紧，你再去变线两个，一定要把那女的调动开。现在球队跟他拿两拍就往前走了，你第一拍根本就不给他连贯起来，就拨他两边长一点，出手要快一点。
Court 1, 20 seconds.
中间有，然后外面的要有点精力，有点盯力没盯住球，两个人，好吧。
Well, it's been a compelling watch so far, hasn't it? What's going to unfold in game 3? Can't take your eyes off this for a second. 5 courts of action here in the Arena Birmingham.
Final game.
We've got a treat for you. Game 3 in this mixed doubles first round.
Love all. Play.
Decisive game. Race to 21 points. Oh, that point had it all, didn't it?
One.
Excellent point. All 4 players bringing their best. Desperate to set the tempo and tone of game 3. Ellis with the last laugh. They love it, don't they? 2 warriors at the back there in black. The English coach's delight.
Back on court.
Still, you sense a lot of badminton to be played here, though. All 4 players, all players involved in the Onyx All England Open, wanting to bring their very best, wanting to survive a tournament loaded with generous prizes and all the decoration and adulation that comes with it. Points, world ranking points, of course. Oh, he's only just missed that, you know.
Service over.
That was cheeky from Marcus Ellis there.
1-0.
Very creative under pressure. Let's see it again. Look at this. Almost pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Interesting when the coaches came on at the change of ends. You know, they spoke of getting length on the shots towards the back line for the English duo, trying to flick serve the Chinese female a little to get Lauren more involved at the net. And if I could understand Chinese, I'd have translated what was being said the other side as well, but not so. 2 points in a row then for Team China.
Service over.
She's been contained, hasn't she? She's not been allowed to flourish and flower as she did in that opening game and a half, where she was just simply owning the court. Well, he thought about playing it, and now you understand why. It was perilously close. Indeed, it did indeed find the line. Let's see it on our slow-mo camera. How about that for footage? Right on the line. Three-quarters of an hour played between these two. World number 12s and world number 13s, toe-to-toe.
3-0.
Both teams desperate to break back into the top 10 where they've spent time before. Oh, there's a new lease of life about the English duo, isn't there? Having twisted game two their way, they are back with a vengeance now, and they're a real blur of blue energy. Coaches offering all they can to just try and coax their team across the line. Very animated. 40-shot rally, that one. Real lung buster. It's a good lead from Marcus Ellis, and suddenly you sense perhaps the Chinese perhaps crumbling a little. Such is the proactivity of the English team right now. But the question on everybody's lips is, can they keep it up?
Fault. Service over. 4-5.
Oh, spreading the court miraculously well there, He Jiting.
5-0.
Just fantastic sense of composure and vision. Look at this. Working the space so well. Deadlock again in game 3 here. Well, he's playing really well right now, isn't he? Back-to-back brilliant points from He Jiting, and what he's doing is he's engaging his partner more as well as a consequence. She can be more proactive as well because there's a little bit more fruit from his positivity. .48 minutes played now, and it has been a compelling watch.
6-5.
Still no telling who's going to come through. As the world rankings suggest here, barely anything between these two teams. Well, he's been outstanding, hasn't he? A hat-trick of Chinese points, and put down mainly to this man, working with great industry and endeavour. He's up the ante, that's for sure. He's taken the match to the next level now. Can Ellis and Smith match that and bring that little bit more? The pressure's a great deal to bear, that's pretty evident. And of course, good doubles is all about twinning simultaneously well. And the last thing the Brits need, or the English I should say, is for Du Yu to come to the party as well as her partner, because that would be just one way, wouldn't it, at the moment? Well, it's a generous miss from Du Yu there. That service error.
Service over. 9-6.
Quirky player rituals to the max right now to control themselves under pressure. That's what it's all about. Well, in the name of opening up the spaces, you can see what she's trying to do up there. Not quite able to execute the plan, but such has been the brilliance momentarily from particularly this man. He Jiting has been all over it right now. Wow, terrific defense from Du Yu to turn that point around. 11-6 to the mid-game interval we go. And it's the Chinese team with their noses in front, a 5-point cushion after 51 minutes played.
特别在双后球的时候，他一定是切你稍微慢了一点。你如果说质量放得特别好，他靠你对角球入球都没问题。如果他质量不好，你只要发完你往这边一走，就回切他，而且他往这边走，他要没有高危球的时间，你一定保持住带着一个正直的球，包括防守。他第一拍他都是推他出来，都走。
They were going to try play low lift. We need to do the same. We have to make decisions first. Okay, we have the balls now to convert this through. All right, so be tough, be hard to beat, all right, and be nice and composed each rally you take.
Yep.
Okay, be hard to beat.
Come on.
Well, they've lost 8 out of the last 9 points, these two, and it's proving an increasingly tough ask. Can they elevate their game to the highest level, because you sense they're going to need it right now. The scoreboard is squeezing them. It's not unassailable, but they certainly need to bring their best. (11-6). And Du lead in this deciding game. Race to 21 points. Each of the male players knows it's their kind of duty to try and attempt to engage their female partner, normally at the front court, and try and get them proactive as well through being bold and all out. And suddenly the heads slump a little with Ellis and Smith. You sense it, don't you? It's just been a impenetrable wall of red of late. Du and her playing some really tidy badminton. It's a run of 5 consecutive Chinese points now. And that'll be, their heads will be spinning like a washing machine right now, Ellis and Smith, under this kind of pressure. Just so desperate just to get a single point to try and halt Now,
Service over.
build from here.
7-13.
Oh, he's missed it. Can you believe it? A wry smile across the face of Du Yu. They'd engineered the point beautifully. He had been immaculate for so many consecutive points, barely putting a foot wrong. Just a momentary lapse in concentration here, over pressing. So, 2 points in a row for Ellis and Smith. That's missed as well, but there's an instant challenge from Du and her.
Out.
Well, it's kind of heart-in-the-mouth moment, really, for the English contingent. If it misses, this is 3 in a row in their favour. They need this kind of point about now. And mercifully, for all English fans, that one has missed. So it is a hat-trick of English points. Can they continue this momentum?
9-13.
4 points adrift, nibbling at the heels of the Chinese right now. That's nice. Really good turnaround from Marcus Ellis there.
10-13.
A nod of encouragement to his partner, Lauren, as if to say, right, you got the go-ahead, let's get busy in that front court.
When I ask you to play on, okay?
So slender, the difference between the W and the L in this game. Oh, that's gorgeous from He Jiting.
Service over. 14-10.
Precision strike. And the Chinese man there, coach loves it. Nice, Marcus Ellis unable to get a read on that one at all.
15-10.
So 2 coaches now for Team China. They really do mean business. He has been menacing, hasn't he, in this third game. He really has shifted to the next level and really sustained very well, other than that just solitary sort of unforced error with the smash that hit the tape a while back. He has been outstanding, as you think. These two 21-year-olds, really, you'd have to imagine with a very bright future. Ellis and Smith, well, they've brought a very, very high level, fairly consistently, but that pinnacle that they need, they've only sort of momentarily touched on it. A brilliant second game turnaround, but you do sense now that China are in the driving seat here and will probably ride this all the way. Is there A twist in the tail for Ellis and Smith. Yes, quite possibly, suggests Lauren Smith with a very determined look.
11,
Etched all over her
16.
body language. Super deceptive return. So into the second hour we go.
17,
He's unperturbed despite
11.
losing game 2. Well played.
Service over.
Lovely, subtle change of pace here from Lauren Smith. So quick to pounce, get the shuttle down. So still 5 points ahead then, these two.
Thank you. Wait. 12, 17.
Super play.
13, 17.
Lovely serve and pounce from Lauren Smith again. Oh, well done. Very brave to flick serve the
14,
Chinese man.
17.
But it paid off in the end. 3 English points in a row now. Lauren Smith, the engineer of all of them. They love it, don't they, these two? Talk about where your heart on the sleeve. Leaving nothing to chance. Super play. Marcus has come to the party as well.
15,
How about
17.
that? They were 16-10 down just moments ago. Now they're only 2 points shy. This is gallant and lion-hearted from the English. Clarkey is loving it.
China, get ready to play.
Well, you couldn't have scripted it like this, could you? What's that, 5 in a row now for these two? Oh, that's nice from Du Yu, and that, more importantly, is timely from Du Yu. Because
18,
Lauren Smith was owning
16.
the front court, really proactive, very, very involved. But look at this. Look at that. Composed, stealthy, and ever dangerous. Oh, that little nibble off the top of the tape. Just enough to put
19,
Lauren Smith off a shot
16.
there. Well, they say fortune favours the brave, and they have been so proactive over the last couple of points, and, well, it pays dividends, doesn't it? Points away from victory now, R32. Super cool play around the net.
17.
Doing really well there, reading the play, pouncing on that shuttle so early, taking time away from their opponents. Well, they found it. Misjudgment from Du Yu, unusually.
18-19.
Thought it was going out, but it caught the corner of the service box somehow. Two points in a row for ELLIS and Smith. Oh, that's another run of three, and it's an unforced error and a tangled, confused Chinese duo there.
19-0.
So small are the margins at this level. Deadlock again, deciding game. 3 consecutive points for the blue team. They've dug so deep, and we might see a mesmerising turnaround. They were 16-10 down, 19-16 down in this third and deciding game, but somehow Marcus Ellis and Lawrence Smith have pulled this around, and now they've got match point. In a row, and somehow they pull it out the fire. Marcus Ellis and Lawrence Smith embrace, and so they might. That was a fantastic turnaround. What a win from there. They pulled that one out the fire. He Jiting and Du Yu will feel wounded after that, having had the upper hand throughout much of the match. That is lion-hearted from Ellis and Smith. What an amazing performance. They're through to round two somehow.
12-21.
12-21, 21-19, 21-19. 67 minutes of compelling badminton from the English duo. Quite outstanding. Really holding their nerve, and to win 6 consecutive points to get to the W. Oh, I don't quite know how they did that. English fans will delight in the Ellis and Smith win. They're through to round 2. What a match that was. So they will feel delighted with that and really quite relieved. They can barely believe it. It smiles all round in the English camp. They'll sign a few autographs, but spare a sympathy thought for the Chinese, who played such a good match. But to conclude, Marcus Ellis and Lawrence Smith, the 7th seeds, through into round 2 of the mixed doubles.
Well done, Marcus.